Hello, good evening. Hope you all are well. So, today our topic is Indian Independence Movement. So, what is Indian Independence Movement? Let me tell you briefly. Okay. So, you listen properly. Today we are going to study about Indian Independence Movement. Why there was necessity of Indian freedom in India? Because we were controlled by the Mughals. The Mughals came to India and they started to rule as far as concerned from the period concerning from Babur to Aurangzeb, and it started in the year 1526 and ended in the year 1707. So that's all we know as far as the Mughals have entered into India and ruled it. After that, the Muslims, the Shia Sunnis came into effect and they also started to rule. And after that, the Britishers had entered India and they had ruled India for a period of 200 years, starting from the period of 1857 to 1947. Okay, so let me tell you again in brief what the Britishers did. They started collecting taxes from the Indian people and they tortured the Indian people very much. And what the Indian people tried to get from the Britishers, they tried to get rid of from the Britishers because they had undoubtedly tortured the Indian people. Our great poet Rabindranath Tagore, our great poet, remember Rabindranath Tagore, what he mentioned that, or else you can say that what he opined is that the British rulers or the East India Company came to India as a trader, in the form of a trader or tradesman or trader, you can say, and gradually they occupied many places, and which stands as a ruler. And apart from that, I could say that our great INA, Indian National Army, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who was mentioned that he was lost somewhere or he was uncertain to be found out. He gave a particular slogan: give me blood and I will give you freedom. That's the most important thing what he mentioned, depicting from the Indian period of history. So he's called the godfather of the nation. Now, before studying social science, a teacher must get into close contact with the students, like what are the do's and don'ts a teacher should discuss or conceptualize a student with social studies student, because a teacher has to focus on the weak or strong areas like what is history, geography, pol science, politics, civics, economics, and many more things. Now, coming into the point of the Indian freedom movement, starting from 1857 to 1947. 1857, as you could see, revolt of 1857, Mangal Pandey was its hero. And this revolt of 1857, as we can see, Sipai Mutiny began in Meerut and it spread to Delhi, Agra, or whatever other places. Followed by this, it was Indian Independence Act or Indian Independence Era. Next, if we discuss, Indian National Congress was formed under the British person whose name was Alan Octavian Hume, and the first president of Indian National Congress was Vimesh Chandra Banerjee. Followed by this Indian National Congress movement, next movement was Partition of Bengal by Lord Curzon. And after this partition of Bengal, split of Congress session was done, and before that, Muslim League was formed in the year 1906. In the year 1907, split of Congress was done. In the year 1911, India shifted its capital from Kolkata to Delhi, and Delhi became the capital of India. Followed by this incident, Ghadar Party was formed in the year 1913, and our great poet Rabindranath Tagore had written Gitanjali in the year 1913, for which he got Nobel Prize. And in the particular year, 13th of April 1919, Jallianwala Bagh massacre was the most important history, where General Dyer started to gunfire all the common people, and they rushed in front of a well and they jumped into it and lost their lives. But how? So the Indian freedom movement had spread to almost numerous parts of India, you can say. In the year 1915, Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa, and Gandhiji was thrown from a compartment of a railway carriage because he was depicted to be black. We Indian people were black in color. The South Africans had mentioned. The First World War had started in the year 1914 and it wrapped up in the year 1919. Followed by this, Chauri Chaura incident took place in Bihar, and after that, in the year 1927, John Simon opined the slogan of "Go Back Simon." And after that, Chauri Chaura incident, or whatever you can say, "Go Back Simon" was the slogan given by John Simon. Civil disobedience movement took place, salt satyagraha took place, and Gandhiji walked for 240 miles. And after that civil disobedience movement, Gandhi-Irwin Peace Pact occurred in the year 1931. Pune Pact was held in the year 1932. And before that, Purna Swaraj, or complete independence, was done in the year 1929. Indian Formation Act was done in the year 1935. And in between this, what to say? Rowlatt Act was done in the year 1919. The Second World War started in the year 1939 and it wrapped up in the year 1945. Quit India movement took place in the year 1942, and Cripps Mission was there, where Sir Stafford Cripps was the figure. The Great Bengal Famine had disseminated all over Bengal, and it flooded everything and damaged the properties of the common people, and people lost their lives in this particular famine. And after this Cripps Mission or Quit India movement, finally, in the year 1947, 15th of August, India achieved its independence. So, as we can see that there is a transition from the year 1857 to 1947, where the Britishers had ruled India for a period of complete 200 years. So that's all for today. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you had liked this video, please share, comment and subscribe. And do share with friends, families, or whatever you think for your future. Is it going to help you or somewhat this is beneficial for your studies? Then do share it completely. Thank you.